what's happening YouTube? West here from East West Gaming.
I'm East, let's have another adventure.
Let's do this. So we're exploring Saffron City at the moment.
I think we should be ready to take on a gym today, aren't we?
I think so, yes.
Because I think we've done everything we needed to, and now we just need to take on the gym.
Yeah. I think we did them Kimono sisters, sorry, not Komodo. They're not Komodo dragons. With the evolutions.
Well, who knows, maybe the evolutions are just like, the start of something bigger. Maybe, in future games they'll have another evolution. And they can all turn into, secondary dragon types.
The magnet train isn't operating now, so we have to solve the power plant afterwards. So I think we have to get a port for the power plant, and then we can, whatever. Cave in Johto for training. He's in the Mount Mortar, I believe, because he gives you the Tyrogue. Because that's how you get Tyrogue in this game. It's the only one you can get. And then obviously you have to breed him if you want more of it.
And then you use that Tyrogue to get all the other
Hitmonlee, Hitmonchan top.
But
yeah.
You have to get its specific stats to a specific level.
So yeah, we're in the gym now anyway, so let's navigate through these lovely teleporters and see where they take us. I used to love this as like a basic puzzle.
I hated it because I always used to forget which one I'd already been through.
Yeah, I had that problem, using the same one. She looks crazy.
Drowsy.
Shadow Ball, yeah. I didn't like the look of Shadow Ball back then.
I mean,
kind of looks like you're just throwing a smoke bomb at it or something. Smoke bomb.
Isn't that what Shadow Ball technically is? It's a smoke bomb.
I don't know, No. This is where Hypno's trainer should be like, quick hypnotise before you can even do a move.
See, I understand that Pokemon needs trainers to give them instructions once they've been caught, but it feels like the Pokemon should already sort of know how to dodge without having been told to dodge.
Yeah. Right, so Fighting Dojo's door. Yeah. Well, he's out in a cave in Johto at the minute, so we can't battle him,
Well, to be fair, the Fighting Dojo never had a chance because fighting is weak against Psychic, so obviously as soon as Psychic Gym opened, that dojo was lost. Well, do you know what I feel like? When they call it a gym, and then, you're seeing people working out at the gym. So when you go, oh, let's go to the gym, and then you ask which one, the fighting gym, the psychic gym, or the normal gym. Which one normal? There's no normal Pokemon. For humans!
Mine, Mr. Mine. Ash's dad. No, mine.
See, I never liked the look of Mr. Mime, in all honesty. Compared to some of the other Pokemon now, he never really struck a chord with me.
I don't think he's too bad. I mean, Mime Jr.'s just strange. And then Mr. Rhyme.
Yeah.
I mean, he's just a regional variant though, so obviously he only evolved in that region. Ice type.
See, I know Execute is the name of the collective Execute eggs, But what happens if you find a singular execute? Is it still called execute, or is it the collective?
I want to see if that one's still alive over there with half his head smashed open and he's facing away.
But the thing is, yeah, are they actually eggs or, you know...
Seeds, like bulbs for, yeah, because it ends up as a big tree, so, you know. You'd assume that they're coconuts because it ends up in a palm tree, coconut tree. So
obviously they have no, like, hairs on it like a normal coconut would.
Yeah, I mean it's Pokemon anyway as well, so, you know, not directly linked to real life, not specifically, you know. Because you've got fish trying, you know, evolving into an octopus, and that doesn't happen in real life. So you know,
there's a lot less trainers in this gym than in the original, isn't there? Wasn't there like a trainer in every single teleporter room?
I believe there was, yeah. Because in this one, it seems like it's a 3x3. Square, because it appears like there's 9 squares, the room that you come in, and then, you know, all the rest. That's how it appears to me so far. Because there's the middle one, and then you've got the top middle.
It's always been a 3x3 though.
It's always been 3x3.
As far as I'm aware, unless I'm completely wrong.
I thought before that it was on different floors, like in a building.
Oh no, it's always been on the same floor, but you could always see, you know.
As you can see, I'm lost. I wonder if this psychic can, you know, tell me where I am.
This is the one thing I don't like about this is it's so easy to get lost because like I could never remember the pattern to get through it. Because I've been in this gym so many times, and it's the one gym where I can never remember the complete order. Now, go to Koga's gym, and I remembered, you know, without fail, I could probably be blindfolded how to navigate, you know, all the way to Koga without even, like, touching a wall.
The invisible barrier, yeah. I remember you telling me on the other game with the defog, you did one cave without using the defog and you managed to get through.
It wasn't defog, it was flash. And it was the dark cave after Cerulean City going to like...
I remember you saying it was on Diamond and Pearl. You managed to do one of the caves with the fog.
Oh, I might have done that
where you were going.
Yeah, like I probably did as well back in the day, because once you've been through it that many times, you just kind of count the steps of, you know, where to go. Because like, you know, in Red and Blue, like I used to be able to go to that dark cave. I hated using Flash that much. I never taught any of my Pokemon Flash after the first couple of times I played it, because I accidentally, you know.
Sabrina, I knew, yeah. 3 years ago I had a vision, yeah. You're after my badge now. I'm not after your badge. Of course I'm after your badge.
Obviously we want to prove ourselves.
But since you're all psychics and that, you must already know that you're going to lose, you know, so.
We're going to send out Chixie!
Who's 12 levels higher than Espeon. And now Psychic. Psychic against Psychic. Let's see who's more powerful. Not very effective, of course. Shadow Ball time. I always like the sound of Psychic. Bleep, 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 bleep.
It's changed now, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's sort of just like a doolip doolip. No, it's just one. This is quite intense.
I feel like the battles back then were a lot more exciting because, you know, I don't know why I feel like the current battles, especially in Scarlet Violet, they feel a little bit, you know, lacking compared to... It's not as exciting as when I'm in this battle right now. And
see, I think that with Legends Arceus, have you noticed when you battle the alphas, they do massive amounts of damage to you, but when you catch that alpha and use that against other Pokemon, it barely does anything. I'm thinking, like, why? Why make it so OP? Even like the Totem Pokemon on Sun and Moon, a stupid little barely usable Pokemon does massive amounts of damage to you. You catch it and use it, it does nothing.
Like, for example, I have a level 100 and I'm going against level 50. In just 4 moves, they can nearly kill me. And this is obviously when I'm trying to like shiny hunt. But you know, I always try to like make sure that I keep the shiny Pokemon alive long enough to catch it, obviously. But oh my god, in like Legends Arceus, it is a bit more of a challenge because wild Pokemon are a lot stronger than when you've caught them, and you know, I feel like it's a change from the core games where you know core Pokemon are a lot stronger because you're training the individual like you know the like EVs to what you need them to be.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, it seems like in like Legends Arceus, like the wild Pokemon have much higher stats than you already.
What I think was missing out of Legends Arceus was breeding. I know there's no Dittos, but you still should have been able to breed like a Nidoran male with a Nidoran female, and you know, a female Venonat with a male Venonat, blah blah blah. I think, you know, that was, and you know, in that space where you had the Pokemon in them, you know, fenced off areas, you could have had a big field where you could have planted berries and other things yourself, and then, you know, gone around watering them with your water Pokemon and harvest your own berries. Why not do all that?
But don't forget, yeah, you had that field right at the very top, and they had the whatever Pokemon you assigned to them do it all for you, remember?
I know, but it'd have been nice to choose your own berries and stuff, or your own apricorns and stuff.
I mean, yeah, I understand that point, but
at the same time, what you want.
At the same time, don't forget as well, like in terms of the breeding, the Pokemon were you're only just exploring, so technically you don't know what is male and what is female yet. I mean, obviously it makes it a bit obvious, but then you know maybe they didn't know about breeding back then, or maybe they didn't think about it.
I can't wait for ZA now. That'll be something to look forward to. Headbutted you. I've defeated you. Bye bye, Sabrina. Your power far exceeds what I may think, you know, is fully predictable. Okay, you win. 4,800. Trying to undercut me there, Sabrina.
Marsh badge!
Woo! I fail to, you know, accurately predict your Pokemon. You're just not with it then, are you?
Oh, wasn't there supposed to be a panel that took you right back to the very start?
Yeah, I don't think there was on this one though. I didn't see it anyway. I mean, when in doubt, just keep taking the same pathway. Right, 1 gem down. I think we're going to head over to Celadon shortly, so we need to find the route that takes us over that way, because we've got to avoid that Snorlax and stuff. That's conveniently slept to the shortcut where we could have gone straight to Pewter City, but you know.
To be fair, yeah, Snorlax always sleeps everywhere.
But I found this game, you're kind of doing it in reverse order near enough, the gyms. So Brock ends up being like your last gym, one of your last gyms.
I mean, yeah.
I think it's Brock, then it's the Cinnabar Island, and then I think it's the... I think you battle Gary, is it? In this? Is his name Blue in this?
Well...
The equivalent to Gary?
Well, they did say that Red and Blue are actually completely different from, like, Ash and Gary.
Yeah.
because I believe Ash actually meets Red in one episode, which confirms that Ash isn't red at all. I mean, you know, there's a huge difference between Ash and Red. Red is a very powerful Pokemon trainer, unlike Ash. I believe in the manga, they actually portrayed Ash as having nearly never lost a Pokemon battle. I mean, obviously I've not read the manga myself, so I can't confirm that, but as far as I'm aware, Red is a very, very powerful person.
Well, his Pokemon are, at least. Right, so... Saladon we go.
I mean, you know, we skipped the tunnel already, haven't we?
The underground path has been sealed indefinitely by Celadon police because of all the battles underground.
I didn't mind the battles. I mean, obviously, some of them were
selling. They were like selling like slowpoke tails and other various things under there. They weren't they? Like illegal contraband and stuff.
That was in like.
He looks dodgy there with his sunglasses, like. Kind of looks like a monkey.
With sunglasses.
Yeah, kind of. Oh, Poliwag. Oh, it's a Poliwrath. It looks like a Poliwag.
Well, they tend to use the baby version. Yeah, they used to. I think they tend to use the baby sprites of all of the evolved Pokemon.
Celadon Mansion. You realise how close Celadon actually is to Saffron.
See, it's always been close, but it's always been like closed off until much later.
Yeah, you always have to get another route around her now, like a longer route, because there's a Snorlax or something in the way. Oh, the game director. Is that right? Yeah, he's the game designer.
Don't give up.
Oh, the programmer. I play slot machines.
Aren't the twins adorable?
I love them too.
I drew you. Well, you can't have drawn me because I'm right here in front of you.
Yeah, we know the secret way in, don't we? Let's go around the back. Yeah, you can see it there. You know, clearly given away. I think the original Kanto games, obviously red, blue, yellow, there was no pink block behind. You just had to walk into the building behind. There was no actual indicator that you could just walk in.
Apart from when you go into the front building and know there's a path to there, but yeah. I mean, I do like that they made like a number of updates onto Pokemon Yellow.
Well, we've got 100k now to play with.
See, since we know like max revives and things like that, you know, are you able to get like, you know, the ether and all that to replenish your PP, wouldn't it make sense for them to start selling them inside the marts?
Yeah, it would actually make sense. I wish they sold max revives as well, and yeah, ethers and PP replenishing moves.
I mean, to be honest with you, like, you know, how are so many people dropping them on the floor?
I know, you think they'd really want them items. I'd be fuming if I dropped a PP replenishing move. I'm like, no. See, the main use for me, I find for them, is in the future games is for shiny hunting. So you haven't got to keep going back to the Pokemon Center, you know, so you can just replenish your full swipe and your hypnosis and stuff. That's my main use for them in other games.
Obviously, once they brought the berries in, you know, the leper berry, but not all the games have the berries easily accessible. So, you know, the ones where you have to find on the floor rather than having to grow them yourself. Because I used to plant loads of leper berries, because then I would pretty much never need to go to a Pokemon Center that way.
I mean, shiny hunting wasn't really a thing until later generations anyway, because of the sheer odds of getting a shiny in these games.
No, there was still a lot of shiny hunting going along. There was various methods to shiny hunting, but it was a lot harder.
Not on this, there wasn't. It was full odds. There was never an easy way to obtain a shiny.
Not in this version. I think they brought it in next generation.
Ruby and Sapphire.
Yeah.
Because they didn't have a shiny charm until Black and White.
So I think what mechanic did they use in Ruby and Sapphire? I can't remember now.
I don't remember. I know Diamond and Pearl, you had the swarms.
But you've always had the Masuda method anyways. The Masuda method was in this one, in this gen from the start.
This, I don't think it was in this. It was always full odds in this game. This was the only one. Because this is where they originally brought shinies, and they didn't think of adding other methods. It was just one method of getting a shiny, and that was just the full odds. They might have done it from Ruby. I mean, we'll probably have to do some research. You know, I don't know nowhere near everything about Pokemon, but I have played all these games myself, and you know, I do remember certain parts.
So the Masuda method was actually introduced in Diamond and Pearl Gen 4.
There you go. So there was in Gen 3 would have been full odds for everything as well then. But it was half the odds of this game. It was 4,000, not like 8,000. 1 in 8,000. Soda pop. Clang. Lemonade popped out. That's it. Got one of each drink. Just in case I'm thirsty, you know, on the way.
I'm always thirsty.
Oh, there's nothing beats a cold lemonade though on a hot summer's day.
But obviously, I think in Gen 3 you can actually soft reset for the shiny legendaries, the static ones at least.
I think it's full odds though, still.
Yeah, it's full odds, but it proved back then that you could shiny hunt the legendaries if you really wanted to, if you had enough dedication. I mean, I'm thinking about that guy who spent, what was it? Was it 10 years, 20 years or something like that to get his shiny Mewtwo?
Yeah. Well, do you remember my luck with on Platinum when I was playing and I got the shiny Chimchar off the start? I said to you, he goes, hey, why is this Chimchar look different? And then the shiny sparkles come up and I'm like, hey, how have I just got a shiny from the outset? A full odds, 1 in 4,000 chance shiny. And the starters were the most tedious ones to get because you had to keep going through the beginning. So to do that one there it was pretty much a miracle for me.
Yes, I've never had a shiny starter from the start. I mean, I've never soft reset for it either because I don't have the patience. I just want to get on with the game.
Yeah, that's the same with me. I've always bred the starters later to try and get the shinies. Got to stay calm. I can't lose my cool.
I want a Porygon.
We all want a Porygon. We want to evolve him as well. You had Porygon 2 in this game as well, so...
Yeah, because the upgrade was introduced.
Unfortunately, I don't agree with gambling, so I ain't got any coins. Let's get the Larvitar. That's some serious gambling to get that. I'm okay for gambling, thank you. Celadon Game Corner.
And this is why they removed it from future games.
Yeah, I don't like slot machines. Oh, he's gave us 1 coin. Very generous.
I mean, 1 coin is 1 coin. It's 1 free.
I'll share my luck with you. The slot machines are all state of the art. The slot machine cleared me out the other day, so now today it's got to pay out, so she's definitely addicted to gambling. She's depending on a payout for the machine.
Well, have you noticed that they don't have the cipher or
underneath this poster? There's nothing. I like that. That's a bit of a, if Luke think back to the last gen when there was a secret door behind there. There's nothing behind it. Or you can pay 1,000 for 50 coins, or 10,000 for 500. So that might have been a good way to get your Larvitar in the end, without gambling.
Well, did you know, they removed the slot machines from the games, from Gen 4 onwards, but they introduced, other games instead, which is less like gambling and, which is more fun.
Yeah, I think they did good with that, if they've changed it.
Because they did a puzzle game instead. And then any games corners like this was completely removed from black onwards.
I liked all the mini games in there, like the dance contest ones and stuff where you had to press the buttons on the screen and them sort of games.
I want to know if this is why they removed
Safety mini game in Swell and Sun and Moon was quite fun.
Because they sort of took out the mechanic for those beauty contests for the cool and beauty and I wonder if this is why they removed that mechanic, because I actually quite enjoyed it. Getting the different ribbons for different things.
I feel like it might be back in ZA because they're bringing all the Furfrou loops and stuff, aren't they? So I feel
but that's not from the beauty thing. That's from obviously cutting the hair.
I know, but I feel like that might be used for that as well in the game.
Because obviously that mechanic wasn't in that generation, I believe.
But I think ZA is set in the future, so it might be in that region where people have come in from other regions and
possibly.
introduced it.
I mean, I can't see it because obviously it was bought primarily in for Diamond and Pearl.
Well, that bin was worth looking in because I got the leftovers. Right, let's go to the Celadon gym now. Let's take on Erica. And a Vileplume, or is it a Blossom this time? I'm sure she uses a Blossom now. Only girls are allowed in here. Well, not anymore because I'm going in.
Oh, remember when she nearly refused to battle Ash?
I remember before it was like a maze to find Erica. You had to go round, cut bushes and stuff.
Oh, I wouldn't say it was a maze. I think the layout is pretty much the same as this one. You just have to cut the trees down.
Whereas this one, you just go straight up to her. No. Maybe she got sick of all the, hedge cutting and stuff. She's like, yeah, well, let's make an entrance straight to me now. Victory Bell. Still relatively low level as well, 35. You think at this point in the game now they'd be at least touching level 50.
I'd assume they'd be level 60 plus. I mean, we need to look at to see how far into the future this is set compared to Red and Blue.
It does say somewhere. I think Blaine, Cinnabar says something like island erupted 2 years ago or something, so that indicates, it's 2 years.
Well, I think it's a minimum of over 2 years, because we don't know how long after the main events that the volcano erupted, unfortunately. But in that time, why has the gym leader's Pokemon's levels gone down instead of going up?
True. I mean, you've got to think of it as that, they're level 30, but are they keeping them at level 30 because of the trainers starting in that region? They've got to keep them at around level 30. They're not expecting you starting Johto and come to Kanto. They're expecting the Kanto people to go through and, that might be the reason for it.
But I feel like if they're trying to keep the anime and the games slightly separate, they should at least, keep. Because I've seen multiple times where the anime goes a lot different.
The face on the Executor on the right. It's quite funny.
It does look like a mask. Wait, is it like Dodrio, where each of the faces have a different emotion?
Yeah. Happy, sadness, sorrow, was it?
Or is
it angry, happy, angry, sorrow? It might be. I'm taking control of the legs. No, I am. No, I'm controlling the legs today. Right, okay, you can eat the food. I'll walk today. You can drink.
Well, they don't technically need food, because obviously their food would be the sun. Since they're a plant.
What, Dodrio?
No, I was talking about...
Oh, Executor.
Yeah.
They probably use that, that the egg that's busted on Execute, they probably use that for the egg bomb move.
Egg barrage.
When they need to discard it for egg bomb.
Yeah, but where do they keep all those eggs?
Exactly.
And again, how does an egg turn into a tree? I mean, I know the phase. I mean, this is what always confused me. They always call it an egg and Executor, in reference of it to mean an egg, but it doesn't look like an egg.
Jump off! Last Michelle was defeated Obler. Just let me battle the gym leader, will you? Beauty Julie wants to battle. Beauty Julia sent out Paris. Go Brawler. Fight. Brawler used Ice Punch.
See, I like the way Paris looks on here.
Yeah, I've never been a big fan of Paris, I haven't, to be fair.
I mean, in the future games, it looks a lot less nice. But in this one, where it's the just the pixels, I do like the way it looks. It looks pretty decent.
Execute. Executor. 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 I like the Alolan Executor. I feel like that's a better, portrayal of what it should be. Like a really tall body.
I mean, to be honest,
like a palm tree.
I like neither of them, to be honest with you.
But I don't get how it's a dragon type. I don't know how it becomes a dragon type.
Oh, and Charizard and Gyarados both still aren't a dragon type.
Exactly.
However, Gyarados' Mega Evolution is a dragon type, so giving it final justice.
Well, they do it with the X and Y Charizard, don't they? They make one of them as a dragon type, and then the other one is a more powerful fire type, I believe.
Yes, but that dragon type, I think we said before, was created to combat Mewtwo.
I think it'd be good if they created a third one, a Z type, so you got X, Y, and Z. a ultimate form which combines both into one, maybe.
I mean, I'd like to see like a, you know, with them doing that with like Mewtwo as well, just giving it like a, you know, a more powerful type. Because at the end of the day, I think like Mewtwo should be one of the most powerful Pokemon known.
I'd like them to do another regional variant of Meowth as well, because Meowth had the most regional variants, has it, out of all the Pokemon, so...
Yes he has.
Because he's got his Cantonian, he's got his
Alolan
and Galarian form.
And wasn't it? Is it the Galarian one where he's got even a different evolution?
A different branch off, yeah, Berserker. So obviously instead of Persian in that region, it's Berserker. Didn't particularly like the look of Berserker though.
No, I think Berserker needs to be a bit more muscular, because obviously from the name it's going to be highly aggressive, and you'd think very powerful, but it looks like a really like puffed up, like, you know, sponge.
I like the blue Alolan Meowth look, but I didn't like the Persian. I prefer the regular Persian.
Oh yeah, the Persian did look really like too...
Because it was a dark type.
Not to mention the face was completely rounded, wasn't it?
Yeah, it didn't look particularly good.
I mean, I did like Berserker, I just preferred it if it were true to the name, yeah, it needs to be muscular and built.
It's supposed to be like a dominant cat. Another one I was disappointed by was, what was that, like lion called? Do you remember what the lion was called?
Are you thinking about Litleo?
Yeah, I can't stand them ones. I hate how they've changed the colour of this Blossom colour. It's definitely not that colour now, is it?
It really isn't, no.
And that's not even the shiny sprite colour either. Maybe they were limited on colours back then, so that's sort of what they had to use.
They did say that they were very limited to like, you know, what colours like they could use back then, but yeah, I feel like I don't know how I would feel like about the colour scheme of it right now.
I think they were limited to so many thousand colours back then, weren't they? Where it's millions and billions now. So,
I mean, obviously the colour that you see of it now with the green body looks a lot better than what it used to be, but
yeah,
you know, even that wasn't even a shiny sprite anymore.
Even the Oddish is very, very dark blue to the point where it's nearly black now on this game.
Yeah, and now the Oddish we know is a lot lighter blue colour.
Yeah. Quite like Oddish. Oh, TM19. Thank you very much, Erica.
See, I don't know. I've never really liked like the Oddish family. Like they do look okay, but at the same time I don't like the way they look.
We'll give that to our Bloom. Decent grass move. Let's get rid of.
Can't get rid of Flash.
Mega Drain, yeah. No point having Mega Drain and Giga Drain.
Well, you know, always good to have like you know,
extra PP like, so you've got more moves to use like across both of them. But you know, don't see any point in having both on this game. You only have 5 or 6 battles with each Pokemon before you replenish it at the Pokemon Center anyway.
I mean, I try to use the Pokemon Center as you know, as like low as possible. Like what I do is go through the cycle of all my Pokemon using all of their moves before going back.
Yeah, I mean, at the start of the games I tend to use them more because I try and conserve my money and items, but later on in the game I do use them less, like you say. PP up. Yeah, Giga Drain. That's up there. think it only has, is it 10 moves to start with, Giga Drain?
If it's one of those like strong moves, wouldn't it be 5?
No, I don't think it's as strong as them. I think it's a 10 move. I think it'll have 12 now. I think it goes up to 15 or 16 when you've maxed it out. It may be even 18, I don't know.
I was going to say, I thought it was going to be 18. But I don't remember, because obviously I rarely use PP ups and PP max, because now that when you put the Pokemon into Pokemon Home and you move it to another version, it doesn't keep the same moves anyway, so you know, it's kind of like,
Right guys, I'm going to take a break now I think. It's been a long one, 2 gyms in one go, but we've done it, so going to take a break now. Thank you for watching, please like and subscribe to the channel to see the rest of the game. West out.
And East out too.
Sasha, feeling like a club, gonna be the best. Pushing all the barriers and playing for a game. Say Super Bowl and remember our name. Seize that.